Oh, and here we have the show of respect.
Amazing. Amazing and so well deserved from both of these guys. And I'm glad they can respect each other after that performance. I didn't want one guy to heel it up on the other guy. That's actually what I wanted to see. Those two guys killed each other. And you know what? Ibushi's got nothing to be ashamed of. I
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing is this whole show so far has gone by without a single disqualification finish.
yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. I wish WWE did that more often, to be honest. You know, just
I
have
know it's like the WWE doesn't realize that somebody can lose a hard fought match and still look strong.
absolutely. Ibushi doesn't look weak in my eyes. In fact, he doesn't need the championship or the idea that I beat Shinsuke Nakamura to say. And I think Nakamura there, they're doing a little bit of gesturing for the audience here. Got some.
Yeah, he's cutting a promo, but it's in Japanese, so
And and then and you know what? To me, that show of respect is all Ibushi needed to walk out of this Dome a winner tonight from Nakamura.
yep. And
Uh,
and if you really think about it, if anything, this is gonna get Ibushi even more fanfare because the way that he fought in this match, the way that he kicked out at one after a top rope Bumaye knee to the back of the head, the way that he's selling the loss like just this devastating defeat. People, it's sympathy. People are going to want to see him get another chance. People are going to cheer for him. It looks like Nakamura just gave him a little nod on the mic, and this is just as much of a big deal for Ibushi as it is for Nakamura.
I hope there's a rematch. I will be there for it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I want to see these two go at it again. I feel so privileged that, you asked me, John, do you want to do live reactions for Wrestle Kingdom 9? And we knew the big selling point, hey, Jim Ross is on commentary. But you know what? Honestly, I haven't been able to hear him the whole show because I've just wanted to hear our thoughts. So I've had mine muted the entire time. And to me, it's not even a loss because it's not about Jim Ross. It's about this amazing, exceptional talent. I urge everybody, if you haven't yet, I mean, watch Wrestle Kingdom 9. You can find it. I think access isn't really that hard to come by. And for matches like this, that is, we mutually agreed, the first match on our match of the year candidates list, really something.
this
Oh,
year I'm going to make an actual list.
yeah.
I'm going
I
to save a notepad file on my computer of all the matches that I have called match of the year candidates so that when the time actually comes to name a match of the year, I can go back and watch them again to make sure that I have a solid opinion on the matter.
I think, well, when this show goes up there, I will follow suit. I will put Ibushi versus Nakamura on there, and potentially I will put Tanahashi versus Okada on there. Uh,
See, now this is the big one for me. I mean, the Nakamura match was the big one personally, but this is the huge match tonight because if Okada wins this, if Okada beats Tanahashi for the New Japan Heavyweight Championship, that to me is a passing of the torch.
and that's what this is about, Ashton. To me, when I heard Striker and other people, Bullet Club and so many others lend their voices to this match, what it came down to for me was a changing of the guard. Tanahashi to me is the old guard. He's what New Japan stands for. I think he's probably that association that people make when they think New Japan. But now Okada, the Rainmaker, coming in, wanting to make that splash, wanting to be the man, wanting to be the new guard. Can he successfully make that change tonight? And my answer personally is yes. I'm thinking Okada's going to do it. I'm thinking we're going to see a changing of the guard, especially because Nakamura was able to retain the Intercontinental Championship. I think this is Okada's time to shine.
These guys fought last year at Wrestle Kingdom 8, and Tanahashi won that as well. So,
Yeah,
man,
is this not the bout, Ashton? Correct me if I'm wrong. Where there have been 6 contests between these two prior. I mean, isn't that part of the history that
yeah,
these
they've
two have?
had 6. Okada has won 3, Tanahashi has won 2, and there's been one draw.
So when you kind of put it in that perspective, it almost seems more must-win for Tanahashi just to kind of catch up here. Okada, seems to kind of have a leg up on Tanahashi. Now, can he have it against him when it really matters? That New Japan heavyweight or that IWGP heavyweight championship.
Dude, Okada just exudes that natural charisma that you can't find often enough in this business.
And you know, like it's a joke, right? With how well they talk and how they can light up a crowd, you know, with big Cass and the things that you can't teach, but with Okada and that charisma and the Rainmaker and to Striker's point, you know, bringing the offense back to financial references, you know, the red ink, the DID, the deep in debt. You know, you can't teach that. You can't teach that beautiful interweaving between offense and character and personality and what you do in a ring. And Okada just does it in spades. It's wonderful.
That Rainmaker lariat is the best in the business right now.
And I would agree.
I
I mean,
love the meat hook. And, you know, there are a bunch of WWE guys, even Leo Kruger, the slice. A lot of WWE guys throw beautiful lariats, but none of them measure up to Okada. And he has the best dropkick in the business, too. So Okada is a wrestling prodigy.
he really is. Because you said he's only 27 years of age, isn't that correct?
27 years old, yep.
Yeah, I mean, that.
And the crazier thing is he just turned 27 in November. So he's a young 27 at that.
I mean, you don't get any closer to just. I mean, there's always that distinction in life, right?
That would be like if Bray Wyatt was still Bray Wyatt with the Bray Wyatt charisma and all that stuff, but he was in the same shape as Randy Orton at the same age that he is now.
Right.
That's what Okada is. He's got that ridiculous natural charisma. Even if you don't, I don't even understand Japanese, and I still want to listen to what he has to say, just because he's got that charisma that makes you listen to him.
Right. I mean, there's always that distinction in life, that gifted at birth versus gifted through hard work. And Okada just seems to be a very gifted individual when we talk about those attributes. You know, a young 27 has the personality. Again, represents to me, when you look at the dynamics of this match, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, the new guard. And can we see the change here tonight? And I think you and I agree. Because I think you even said that you're picking Okada to win this, aren't you?
Oh, Rainmaker, the entrance. I wonder if he's going to do anything special. I freaking love Okada, dude. I've already said it earlier on in the night. I'm going to say it again now. This guy is my number 2 behind Nakamura as my favorite Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's Nakamura, then Okada, then... Oh my god, I forgot his name. He was on earlier. What am I doing?
Regardless, I mean, we're in the presence. And it's funny because guys like Okada, to me, just epitomize and really personify
Marufuji.
Marufuji, that's right. The grandeur and the pageantry of pro wrestling. Pro wrestling, at its essence, to me, is a spectacle. And when you see Okada make this entrance and making it rain, and he's got the robe and all that stuff, I mean, that's what it is. It's a spectacle. Watching a guy like Okada make an entrance with all of these theatrics, kind of like Nakamura in the match prior, it's an experience. And you can feel the anticipation build. They know this is our main event contest. We're about to bear witness to something special. This is it. It all comes down to this.
He takes the robe off and he has another robe underneath. The definition of swag.
And there you go. It's like
what a beast, man. Like, oh, Okada's so good.
It's like Ric Flair may have been the man, but I'm twice the man as Ric Flair, so I need 2 robes.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty much the message he's sending. Plus, he has all the bling around his neck, too, and that helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is, the Rainmaker pose. I'm telling you, man, and the crazy thing is, these guys influence Japanese pop culture. Like, Japanese kids are walking around with the Nakamura hairstyle. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They're influential in the Japanese pop culture with kids and teenagers, and they actually matter in the mainstream of Japan. I would love to be able to say that about the U.S.
Oh, dude, and you and I have had conversations, separate from this event tonight about the distinctions between uh, Japanese representation and embracing of wrestling compared to the Western world. I mean, it gets legitimate media coverage outside of controversies, like you just said, and I love the example you used. It has a legitimate influence on popular culture and teenagers and things like that. Which I can say that the last time maybe that WWE had a claim to that was probably the Attitude Era. And it's unbelievable as you see now Tanahashi making his entrance, adorning the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. That's what it's all about right there. And
I
it's a
already don't like Tanahashi.
I'm rooting for Okada big time.
Oh yeah, all I see when I look at Tanahashi is a more talented John Cena.
Age of the Universe. That seems like quite an
Not
apropos
age, ace.
ace of the universe. Man, we're really going to embark on something. Because I mean that world title I think is representative of so much. It's not
He even
just
does the air guitar like Hogan.
wow.
Oh my god. I want him to lose so bad.
I do as well. So much riding on this.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be something. I don't know, guys.
Come on, Okada. You got this, man.
He's got to have that confidence, and I think he does. I mean, when you see an entrance like that with two ropes and everything else, confidence has to be there.
Look at the freaking pyro that he's got going on in that entrance. Jesus.
Japanese, no. I mean, again, so many performers tonight with the theatrics in their entrance. Definitely can't discount that. So it's no surprise.
Really, it's been three guys with the theatrics. It's been the top three guys. It's been Tanahashi, Nakamura, and Okada that have had the theatrics in their entrances.
Yeah, definitely.
The only other real theatrics were Takahashi with that hot Asian chick that came out in panties, and the Bullet Club coming out with the Bullet Babe. That's like the closest thing to theatrics that anyone has had other than those top three guys.
Right.
Take the bling off, Okada. I love it.
It's going to be a great matchup. I'm so hyped for this.
Here we go, dude. Looks like this match is about to be underway.
Oh, man, this is what it's all been building towards, folks. Wrestle Kingdom 9 main event, IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Tanahashi versus Okada.
Come on, Okada, man. You got this. Just open up with a Rainmaker and pin him. Squash match. Do it.
That would be phenomenal. Something tells me Tanahashi won't let his guard down so easily.
I know. Seems like the crowd is pretty much split.
Yeah. And I mean, certainly, I think when you see matches like this that could see potential seismic shifts in the landscape of New Japan, it is going to cause quite a divide. People who I think still want to see the Tanahashi era, so to speak, continue, and people who really do want to see Okada make it rain. I think are also just really thinking, let's see this, let's get it done, let's cinch that IWGP Heavyweight title.
I like the very slow, methodical feeling out process that they're going through right now.
I mean, this match has such huge implications that really speak for themselves. I don't even need to really, explain myself for this matchup. I mean, I think it's all there. I don't think either guy wants to make a mistake. As you see, Tanahashi here, very conservative in the early going with the waist lock. He's got the half Nelson, I think, almost took. I don't know. Okada seems to be playing good defense.
Yeah, Okada's doing a great job of not letting Tanahashi actually get anything locked in.
Exactly. Now he's got the wrist lock. And Tanahashi there, nice rollout there.
And again, nobody letting anything really get truly locked in. Tanahashi rolls through.
By Tanahashi right into the
front face lock.
Yeah, exactly. Now into a side headlock by Tanahashi.
Beautiful transitions in this match already.
Absolutely, absolutely.
One guy does one thing, the other guy reverses into another thing, and they just keep going back and forth. I love it.
And see, here's the thing too that I can't allow myself to forget. Again, 6 contests between these two. Ashton broke down the record. Okada with 3 wins, Tanahashi with 2, and there was 1 draw. So it's not like these guys are unfamiliar with each other. It's not like these guys are trying to figure each other out. No, I think they're pretty much, like gloves on each other's respective hands, so to speak. That's how intimate the knowledge is. Okada has of Tanahashi and vice versa. But still, I appreciate the conservative approach in the early going, not wanting to rush into anything, wanting to build a strategy, a game plan from the ground up.
Oh, Okada with the power, though.
Very nice. And I like how he's using it. It's not trying to impose the will, but it's rather just trying to maintain control of a hold, maintain control of a pace and of a situation. And you see, finally, Tanahashi escapes the side headlock, but Okada getting the shoulder block. Off the ropes there. And
but
again,
Tanahashi dives at the foot and pulls.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pull him out. No, he just went right back to the side headlock.
You got to imagine there's going to come a point in this matchup for either Tanahashi or Okada.
For some reason, Tanahashi reminds me of a Power Ranger.
I can kind of get where you're coming from with that. For me,
not nearly as much as Jushin Thunder Liger reminds me of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just from the attire alone.
Yeah.
Look at Okada. I think trying to break out of it, but I got to give Tanahashi credit with the grip, the control, and now he gets
shoulder block.
Okada.
Everything he does reminds me more and more of John Cena.
And there's the headlock takeover, but Okada there with a quick escape. And nice. Look
I love that every time wrestlers do that, where they do they both go for something offensive and then they both break away and just kind of look at each other. The crowd just randomly does a golf clap.
I think true respect. And that's another thing I love about Japanese wrestling, the whole Japanese wrestling culture, is how the fans approach watching performances.
Yeah, the crowd is generally really good at being silent until something happens in the ring that actually warrants noise.
Exactly. And that's something I don't really know if
Of course, that is aside from the random people that were yelling, Naito!
That was great. And you see there Okada spreading his arms out. Tanahashi the same way. But look at Okada just like that. Trying to take over Tanahashi again, shifting his weight.
Yeah, Tanahashi reversed it very quickly, though.
Now Okada back in the driver's seat. But again, you can't even really say... You can't even really say that one guy takes control of the other guy because it's in such a hiccup right now because this match is still so early. So early that... wow.
Oh, the psych out. And then he goes for the forearm smash.
Wow.
Oh, I loved the psych out. That was awesome. Hashi freaking flinched and everything, too.
Oh,
another forearm back from Hashi.
Tanahashi kind of healing it up there a little bit in my eyes. Throwing the referee aside.
Oh, man. These guys are absolutely dead even so far. Blow for blow. Hold for hold.
And Ashton, to me, the indignities and the insults done to both guys, I mean, I think this is where the arm drags and the fireman's carries and the feeling, I think that all goes to bed after something like that. And now we're just really going to see what these guys are capable of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, Tanahashi's finisher is a frog splash.
Okay.
But... he almost never does one and goes for a cover. He almost always goes for 2 or 3 at a time, but without even trying to go for a cover.
I can't really argue against it. I mean, I guess it just went, oh, what an uppercut there.
Then knocked Tanahashi clean out of the ring.
Tanahashi's going to have to get his bearings, but if I'm Okada, I don't really let Tanahashi rest. I'm in a good place. I'm firmly in control. I would want to capitalize on that. He's got a 20 count to work with. Again, Japanese environment, different from the Western world where countouts are only up to 10.
Right, and again, though, not only are they 20 counts, but a lot of the time the ref doesn't even start counting until they've already been out there for 30 seconds, a minute, maybe even 2 or 3 minutes.
Right. And I like that. I like that the referees seem more liberal and just really let the matches breathe for themselves. Don't get too involved. And what a boot to the face there by Okada.
Yeah, Okada... it's one of those things where it's a lot like some of the more recent John Cena storylines where it's just the young stud trying to prove that the older veteran is not in the same league as him anymore.
Oh!
a guardrail hung DDT, very reminiscent of Randy Orton.
And just like a Randy Orton, you have to believe that Okada seriously injured his opposition in the sense that, I mean, he's in firm control now. That's a game-changing maneuver right there for the Rainmaker.
And he's back in the ring. And the referee says, well, what are you going to do now? And Okada's just like, I'm going to go finish this. And he goes out of the ring again.
That's not another disparity between Japanese and more Western culture, is it? Like, you still cannot win a belt by countout or disqualification. So, I mean, Okada would have to be just straight up better than Tanahashi.
Oh, he's going for a tombstone.
Tombstone here. Tanahashi, I think, also trying to hook in one.
I think Tanahashi's just trying to prevent Okada from hitting him with one.
Yeah, I think they're on the legs. He may have to go for like a gut wrench suplex or something. He may have to settle for something other than a tombstone. But Tanahashi fights out of it, so I guess it doesn't even really become a talking point anymore.
Oh, the jawbreaker.
Yeah. Wow.
Jawjacker, as JR just said.
See, I don't know if I agree with this. I've said this throughout the night, and there he did the Hogan guitar, and he got caught.
Oh, fireman's carry.
Oh my God!
It was almost like a Death Valley neck breaker.
And look, not to be heel.
And by the way, John, I don't know if you know this or not, but Tanahashi's back and neck problems have been very well publicized.
Really?
Yes.
So then it's very psychologically sound by Okada as well, between the guardrail hung DDT and now this maneuver, the Death Valley. I would agree with you. It did seem to have like a slight neckbreaker modification.
Yeah,
and
that's what it looked like. It looked like he went up for a Death Valley driver and then turned it into a neckbreaker from that position.
And not to sound like, a heel or a jerk, but I think this show has been of such a quality that it's brought out the real purist in me. Tanahashi got what he deserved. You don't posture and you don't air guitar when it's about the IWGP heavyweight title. Okada clearly taking this seriously, as shown by his lethal maneuvering. Tanahashi got caught, and quite frankly, he deserved it.
Look at Okada, ever the wise, dragging Tanahashi back to the ring by the neck.
Absolutely. And that, to me, is the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, Ashton, let me ask you something. I mean, we saw the air guitar. We saw him having a little bit of fun there. I think up until that maneuver, and he really, really shouldn't have from the bell, but I think he was kind of taking Okada for granted there a little bit. And that was a mistake. And,
the drop
God.
Face. Oh, and like I said, wait until you see Okada actually use a drop kick. Is that a cover? Like, it looks like the ref's saying, no, that's not a cover. I'm not going to count that. Holy crap. Japan takes its wrestling seriously. No 1 foot covers.
I love it. I love how they approach wrestling, dude. We could learn so much from them, and I'm not even joking about that.
I know, right?
Just amazing. And Okada now. I mean, what a place to be if you're Okada. And then thank you, Ashton, for educating me on Tanahashi's neck and back problems, because that just really further drives home the point. I think Okada is exactly where he wants to be, and certainly exactly where he needs to be if he hopes to capture the heavyweight title here tonight.
Yep.
Tanahashi, he's got quite a mountain to climb, quite a fight to make back, and he's starting here because he moved out of the way. He averted that maneuver, but Okada there with a boot to the face.
Yep, reversed the momentum with a boot to the face.
Oh,
missed.
Oh, I thought he connected at first, but he moved out of the way, and Tanahashi now kind of giving a look. Maybe now he'll realize that playtime is over.
It looks like he's favoring his lower back a little bit, too.
I certainly can't blame him there.
Oh wow, back forearm, Shawn Michaels-esque.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen Hogan impersonations. You know, we've likened him to John Cena, and then that was a Shawn Michaels forearm. And now he's doing the oh wow, we may go full here.
Is he going for the frog splash already? No.
Oh, senton.
That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, man. Tanahashi, though, I think he's starting to feel his groove. He's starting to hit his swagger a little bit with these maneuvers.
I know you said earlier that you have the volume on mute, but it's worth noting Stryker just said that there has been a persistent love triangle going on between the crowd, Okada, and Tanahashi, because they cannot decide who to cheer for in this match.
Yeah, you were talking about that divide before the opening bell. And it's carried through here, even after some of the devastating offense we've seen Okada perpetrate on Tanahashi and Tanahashi to Okada,
Oh, wow.
same way.
He missed the crossbody, Tanahashi.
Oklahoma, well, no, not an
Something.
Oklahoma roll.
He has him some kind of a submission.
Which I think could easily be turned into a pinning combination if Okada so desires.
No,
But
because Okada has Tanahashi in some kind of a submission. That's kind of weird. I don't even know what you call that. It looks like he's just kind of like jerking on the neck, though.
Yeah. But again, going back to those neck and back problems, he's definitely exploiting that to his personal benefit. Yeah. And I can't.
But I don't think that it could be turned into a pinning combination, at least on Tanahashi's part, because of the fact that Okada has his shoulders forward. So even if he was laying on his back, his shoulders wouldn't be touching the mat.
Right.
Looks like Tanahashi's working his way out of the submission, though. He's kind of squirming his way out of it.
Definitely. And you got to imagine, like, he's just keeping Tanahashi grounded.
There it is.
He's working over those injured parts. He's got his foot on the ropes. Okada does make the break. And you've got to imagine Okada has just crafted a masterful game plan in that ring. Knowing what I know now about Tanahashi's personal health, it's really just been like he's moving pieces on a chessboard. So calculated, so cerebral, has this offensive game.
Oh, what's he going to go for here? Spring. Oh, wow.
The Topotomico by...
Throwback to Eddie Guerrero, man.
Indeed, the Guerrero family, really, because both Chavo and Eddie have been known to do that maneuver. And Okada...
Chavo stole it from Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie popularized that move, definitely. And
it'd be hilarious if somebody came up and they were like, "Oh no, both Eddie and Chavo stole it from their dad." I don't care. The point is, Eddie's the best.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Oh, Okada taunting
inviting.
Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Tanahashi's throwing punches, but Okada does not give a crap.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, I love it. Okada, again, though, this feels so much like a passing of the torch, because Okada is getting in Tanahashi's face. It feels like he's saying, "You're done, old man. It's over. You're not the top man anymore. I'm better than you."
Oh, man, that's great. And I do believe on this night he'll prove it. He will prove that he's better than Tanahashi. But Tanahashi won't go quietly. There are the forearms. Okada's got his dagger a bit, but he
See, but that's the thing. Tanahashi throws 3 for every 1 that Okada throws, but Okada stuns Tanahashi more with 1 than Tanahashi stuns Okada with 3.
They're really playing up that age gap. That Okada has the
Look at that. Okada is yelling at Tanahashi, "Hit me harder, hit me harder." And now they're grabbing at each other's hair. The story that these men are telling right now is incredible.
Absolutely. And what an uppercut there by Okada. When you're that good, being that young, I mean, how can Tanahashi even compete? And Okada, he caught the leg. Wow, I've never really seen that.
Oh, right to the knee.
Drives the elbow. Drives the elbow into the knee. Oh, that had to be discomforting.
It's worth noting that one of Tanahashi's most popularized moves is the dragon screw leg whip.
And there's a drop kick right there. Front forward drop kick.
That's not the kind of drop kick I'm talking about, though. You'll see.
Still good for
Hopefully we'll see. I genuinely hope he throws an actual drop kick. Is he going for another Death Valley neck breaker?
Oh, got caught! Beautiful counter by Tanahashi. Hooks the leg, but he only gets a 2 count for his efforts.
Say what you will about Tanahashi being John Cena of Japan. He's a heck of a lot more entertaining to watch in the ring.
Oh, by a country mile. And Ashton, if you are Tanahashi, we've made the comparisons. We've had the pre-game conversation, if you will. If you're Tanahashi, it's got to be getting in your head. Here is this man that's younger than me, just as capable as me, maybe even hungrier than me. I mean, what do you do? It's got to be so hard. And Okada, oh my God, avalanche style here. What's upcoming?
He has him in a fireman's carry right now. No, but Tanahashi's not letting him get that arm around.
Tanahashi trying to guard against it, but how long can you guard against persistence like that?
Tanahashi's blocking it. He's keeping it blocked, too. I don't know.
playing great defense. And keep in mind, he's playing great defense, having endured the maneuvers that he's endured in this matchup, which makes it even more impressive.
Yep.
And now he's using the headbutts, and now he's got the forearm,
smash.
and Okada's down.
Oh, is this going to be it?
Could he be going for his first frog splash of the match? Oh, man, is he going to get it? And Okada moves out of the way. It took way too much time. And now he goes in the corner. Could he go for the Rainmaker here?
No.
Oh, I know. Oh, uppercut.
Diving
nice.
European.
Yeah, spinning European style. Oh, man. Okada's got to be so hungry. He's got to really have the desire.
What the heck
to be
is
the
he
heavyweight
doing?
champion. Oh!
God.
The air raid siren by Okada.
What did you call it?
It's called the air raid siren from how I know it.
Who popularized that with you?
I don't. You want the truth?
Yeah.
That's the maneuver I know it from is from WWE video games. In fact, it's not siren. I think it's called air raid crash. Air raid crash or air raid siren. Either way, Okada connected, and it goes back again to those. And that's what I love. Even despite the damage that Okada has had inflicted on him and has lost control in moments of this match, he's never lost sight of his game plan. He's never lost sight of the fact that, hey, I'm dealing with a man that, to your point, much earlier in the match, has neck and back problems. I love that he hasn't lost sight of that. And now what an elbow! Okada's feeling it, man.
The amount of air that Okada gets. Rainmaker!
Oh, my God.
What a shot.
He's covering. Look at that face. That's a face that says it's coming home to me right here, right now. Tanahashi may have nowhere to go but down. Here it comes, Rainmaker. Oh. Tanahashi block, pick the leg, got the victory roll, modified, and only a 2 count. That was beautiful maneuvering by Tanahashi.
Oh.
Oh,
the leg.
Caught it again. Dragon
screw.
Oh, wow. Oh, and that seemed like it did a number there on Okada. That could be the opening that Tanahashi needed, Ashton.
Yep. Tanahashi's dragon screw leg whips are famous.
I don't care how capable you are. You lose a lot of that capability when you only have one leg to work with. And I think Tanahashi knows that. He says, hey, you want to focus on my problems? Well, I'll create some for you. And that's exactly what I think he did there with that dragon screw.
And that's the same knee that he did the forearm smash to earlier in the match, too. He's setting it up.
But see, this is the distinction. Good athletes can merely execute maneuvers. It takes a great athlete to really capitalize on them. And we'll see if Tanahashi can really take that opening that he created for...
another, wow, drop kick to the same knee.
And see, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be Okada's handicap to overcome. Tanahashi's going to really widen it. He's going to really broaden it for as much as he can. And this is smart by Okada, though. Create the distance, even if it's only for a few seconds.
Yeah, buy yourself some time. Oh, no, but Tanahashi says, no, thank you. I'll have my time, and I'll take it from you.
Exactly. And I gotta give Tanahashi credit. I was very hard on him earlier in the match with the guitar and almost taking Okada for granted. I think he learned from his own ignorance. He's getting on Okada here. But Okada, look at that. Reversing the Irish whip into the guardrail. Now charging at Tanahashi, but again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. What a spill.
No padding whatsoever out there.
Oh, Jesus. That's got to be a bitch on the back. Excuse my language, everybody, but this match.
Oh, no, there is a little bit of padding, but still.
Yeah, but there's got to be very little give to it. Oh, my God.
What is he doing?
What is that? No.
He's on the outside of the guardrail.
With your back. No, don't do it. What are you doing? Oh, my God, and he got him. Oh, my God.
And it looked almost like he landed on his knees, too, dude.
Jesus.
I don't know if they tried to do that, but it looked like Tanahashi landed on Okada's knees.
I think he did, because you see him clutching the ribs.
Oh, my God. Jeez. Yeah, but Okada has bad knees now. Okada is the one that's been getting his knees worked over. Yeah, dude. Not on his knees, but definitely on his legs.
Yeah, and you see the crowd showing their respect, as they should.
Holy crap. Over the guardrail.
I know you and I have said a lot of things. Old guard versus new guard. You know, we want to see Tanahashi overtaken. But I have to commend a man that is willing to throw life and limb away to get a victory like that.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Tanahashi now has Okada in a headlock and dragging him back to the ring. Okada's out of it, man. He is really out of it.
He's totally.
It looks like Tanahashi's going to go for a frog splash here.
Now would be the time, but Okada's starting to stir. If
Tanahashi don't care. Tanahashi don't give a crap.
I know.
Oh,
to go for something rolled through. Okada there. Waist lock. Did he get that? Oh no!
Sling blade.
Oh wow.
Sling blade.
Sling blade. That's what we're calling it by Tanahashi. Now looking and vaulting over the rope there. Now going back to the top. Third time to the well. Can he get what he's looking for?
Is he going to get it this time? I think he. Well, maybe not. No, he did. It was standing. Oh.
Okada rolls through though. Shifts the weight. Oh my
God.
Tombstone.
Oh my God. Wait. No, Tanahashi's reversing it.
Pressure. Oh
my God. Pressure. He reversed it. Is he going to get a tombstone onto Okada?
Okada, and he got it. Got it. That look on his face.
Oh my God.
Now has to be the time. Okada rolls over to his bag, but like you said earlier, Tanahashi won't give a crap.
Yeah, Tanahashi does not care.
And there it is.
There's a
right
frog
on
splash.
The back.
There's one. He's not going to stop at one, though. He's not going to stop at one.
That's right. That's right. He said he likes to go for 2 or 3. And now he's got he's got Okada on his back. So now he's going to be hurting him from all sides. He hit one on the back. Now he's going to hit one on the guy here at the start.
And now he goes for the pin. 1, 2. He kicked out.
Oh, kicked out. Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude! A tombstone and 2 frog splashes, and Okada kicks out.
Yeah, in succession, we might add. I mean that.
Oh my God, a tombstone though. I guess the tombstone isn't as devastating in Japan as it is in the U.S.
Right.
I mean, the Meltzer driver is a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, Okada. It must have expended a lot of energy from him to kick out. Now Tanahashi
has Tanahashi by the hair though.
Is he going to try and hook in maybe
Tanahashi's not letting him. It looks like Tanahashi's going for a clover leaf. Okada has him hooked though. It doesn't look like he's going to let him get away with it.
Okada
kicks to the face. There it is.
And that creates separation. And like I said, every second has got to be so precious to Okada to regain his bearings, to regain some kind of equilibrium mentally. Because like you said, after that tumble over the guardrail and everything else, just got to be completely thrown off.
Yeah.
And Okada's got to start remembering where he is.
If there were such thing as timeouts during wrestling matches, Okada would be using one right now.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Since there are none, it's
European
disadvantage. But there's a European uppercut. Tanahashi, wow, he's just kind of reflecting on it. Like he looks a little bit bemused. Like, okay, that was a thing.
No, let's not let it happen again.
Exactly.
He goes to grab Okada again, and gives him a European of his own.
And then it goes off.
Another sling blade.
And look at him, man. See, I don't know I've said it all throughout the night on multiple matches. He goes over, he looks at the crowd.
Oh, he's doing the Rainmaker pose.
Oh, that's it. Could he even be? Oh my God, I knew it. He's even gonna try for the Rainmaker, but he blocks, and now we're gonna get it. Yes!
Oh my God, Okada! No one's ever kicked out of it. Go for the pin. Yes! 1, 2.
And there it is.
Oh my God.
And Okada's face tells a better story than my exclamations ever could. The shock and awe that Tanahashi is kicked out of the Rainmaker.
I can't even believe they let him do that. What a bunch of crap.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
You calling it a bunch of crap, though, I'm guessing you're not happy. I know you and I are rooting for Okada, but...
I can't believe Tanahashi kicked out of the frickin' Rainmaker, though. It wasn't right away, but he almost went for the cover almost right away.
Yeah, it was about as instantaneous can get. And, yeah. And now they're both fighting.
God, I can't believe Tanahashi kicked out of the friggin' Rainmaker.
They're both fighting from their knees here. Tanahashi may not have much left, though. I mean, say what you will.
Okada looks so angry. I feel you, Okada. I'm angry, too.
I think anybody who's rooting for Okada has got to be a little upset. A maneuver that, I mean, to your point, nobody's kicked out of apparently, and Tanahashi was the first. I mean, if that doesn't sell you on what this matchup has been, I don't know what will. The heavyweight title hangs in the balance ever still. Tanahashi and then Okada fighting from their knees, both regaining the vertical base. Okada regains his vertical base first. Now Tanahashi. Now they're still exchanging forearms. It may all come down to this. My God, does this ever have the feeling of a shootout to me of who's going to gain control here?
We've had finishers from both sides and kickouts on both sides.
Okada
going to go for another Rainmaker?
I mean, dude, if you're Okada and you have somebody kick out of your finisher, I mean, A, there's got to be a slight psychological detriment of what do I have to do to beat this guy? But on the other side of the coin, there's got to be a lot of anger. Just like, how dare you?
Tombstone!
Like, Tombstone from Okada. But again, look at Tanahashi trying to shift the legs.
Oh, my God.
Victory roll counter too. And kick out. Kick out.
Holy crap. Come on, Okada. Get that. Oh, right to the leg again.
Oh, man, Tanahashi, man. He's in control. Okada may be slightly flustered, but again, don't count him out, folks.
Oh, the slap.
Oh, Okada, I don't think like that.
Disrespect.
Oh, three
of them.
Oh, man.
4.
Oh, God, 4.
Unanswered, too.
Okada may respond with
5.
like exploding lariat or something. I don't know.
6.
6. My God, 6.
Oh, my God. 6 consecutive unanswered slaps to the face from Tanahashi.
And Okada not only falls to his knees, but he grabs the leg of Tanahashi. He actually has to use Tanahashi to pull himself up. This is bad for Okada, dude.
Very, very bad.
Oh, but he ducks!
He went for a 7.
Victory!
Backslide.
Backslide. 2. Oh, no. Was it a kick out or was it a release?
Oh,
went for a lariat.
Dragon.
No.
No.
Oh!
1,
2. Oh, kick out. Okay.
What do you call that suplex, John?
I wanted to call it like an arm trap German or something.
Yeah.
It seemed like the arms are both wide, and now it's Tanahashi. He's
going to go for a dragon, I think. Yeah, he's going for a dragon suplex.
And the special on the
German,
menu.
oh, my God, the form.
Beautiful bridge.
The form, though.
It keeps the waist
kept it locked. Oh, he's going for the Rainmaker.
Oh,
Dragon suplex. Bridged. 1, 2. Kicked out. Good.
And he does the release.
Come on, Okada.
I really wanted Okada to hit that Rainmaker. There's the drop kick. Beautiful.
Have you ever seen a better drop kick, though?
No, I don't think I have. Okada raising the arm. He's going to end it here.
Is he going to go for the Rainmaker?
He's feeling it, dude.
Oh, man.
He's feeling it. Could this be the moment? Could this be the moment, Rainmaker?
No.
Slides through. Picks the leg.
Has him by the leg. Dragon screw. Oh.
Did he get it? I think he got it.
Yeah, that looked brutal.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. He's grabbing that same leg. Another. Oh.
Oh, my God.
He's going to rip that knee out of the socket, man.
Okada says, my time has come. Tanahashi says, yes, but not today.
What is he going for right now? Is he going to do a leg drop?
Oh,
a frog splash. Jesus.
That could be. No, I don't think it'll be it. Okada's
He's not even going to go for the pin. He's going to hit at least one more. Or at least attempt to hit at least one more.
If you want to...
no, he has a leg. What's he going to do here?
Oh, my...
Another dragon screw. Jesus.
Man, oh, my God. If you're an Okada fan, you got to be feeling for him right now.
Oh, my God. What is he doing?
Is that going to be like a double...
Oh, my God. A frog splash rotating his body midair. That was impressive. That was some RVD style crap.
Goes to the top again. It may be over.
Crap. Yeah, I think this might be
death blow here to Okada. If he hits this, he does. Yeah. I think it's over. It's over.
Out Okada. 1,
2, 3. Tanahashi wins.
Tanahashi wins. Man, what a match, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say that was necessarily better than the IC title match, though.
No. Honestly, IC title remains on my list of match of the year candidates. That did not make the list, though.
But that was incredible.
It was an incredible outing. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I'm a fan of Tanahashi going over
Yeah,
Okada.
I think if Okada would have won, it would have been a match of the year contender, but that ending just disappoints me.
Yeah, the old guard stays intact.
Tanahashi's such a heel right now in my eyes.
Well, dude, I mean, justifiably so. Think about what led to him being able to get those frog splashes. He worked over the leg of Okada mercilessly. And
Yeah.
I literally mean mercilessly. He had it trapped up in the ropes and he did not give a damn. He was contorting and twisting it any which way. He wanted to get a certain result and he got one. But you cannot discount the game effort of Okada here. And really, to me, I'll be honest. I think when Tanahashi kicked out of the first Rainmaker, that was kind of the writing on the wall that I think he was going to walk away with this. But I wanted to believe so badly that Okada had enough momentum to carry it over to usher in the new age, the age of the Rainmaker. But it's just not to be tonight.
Man.
Damn.
What an amazing show, though. Holy crap. And I mean, the show's not technically over, but it's basically over. I can't believe Okada friggin' lost. That is just devastating.
It is. It's deflating. And honestly, I think the only reason that, because in other live reactions when there have been losses have been personally deflating to me and devastating, that my energy just goes way down. I think the only reason it hasn't here is because I don't have the intimate history with New Japan or even the education that you do about it that so many others do. So I think while it's disappointing and while I am slightly deflated, I could still keep the energy up and say, man, that was such a game effort. Such a game effort from Okada.
But on
And
top of that, though, not only that, but now the series is all tied up.
yeah, that's
3
true.
3 and 1.
3-3-1, which tells me that certainly a rematch for that heavyweight title is in order. And you best believe I would certainly consider it a privilege to watch it when it happens because
Oh my god, is Okada crying?
he may be. The pain
He
has got to be
is.
excruciating.
Oh, that I have goosebumps. That's horrible. I can't believe that. Screw you, Tanahashi.
From the physical pain of the leg being worked over to knowing what was on the line. And oh my God, I've never seen a man wear his heart on his sleeve like Okada is doing in the wake of this loss. And I think that just makes it, like you said, all the more heart wrenching, Ashton. A guy works that hard, is that good in the ring, and he is. Let's not take anything away from Okada. This kid is as game as anybody I've seen come through. WWE, TNA, whatever. And just could not get it done tonight. What a damn shame.
Wow.
And you know what's funny, dude? And this is just me, and you got to understand, I'm as outside as outsiders get. But when you looked at entrances and everything, to me, it was almost like they were going to play up that maybe Okada was more of the heel. He's got the youth, he's got the chip on his shoulder. But after that ending 5-10 minutes and then just seeing that, Okada, I think, was the real hero of this story.
Oh, and now Tanahashi's yelling at Okada. What's he going to say now? I wish I could understand Japanese.
I wish we had English subtitles at least. I don't know. Maybe
I'm
he's
going to
giving him
look it up. I'm
props.
going to see if I can find a translation.
I don't think any words can really soften the blow of that Okada has been dealt here. His inability to capture the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I mean, my words can't do it justice. I think the tears that have fallen from that young man's face are all the justice it needs. It's all the gravity it needs. No poetry, no flowery language needed to support it. And these two men, we often regard pro wrestling. Many people use the word sport. I think that's inaccurate. I prefer the term art form. And between Nakamura and Ibushi, and now Tanahashi and Okada, we saw we saw some real artists use that ring as a canvas and create some absolute masterpieces. What an amazing semi-main event and ultimately main event this card had. So happy that me and Ashton got to do live reactions to a show like this. And Tanahashi stands tall. He's still addressing the people. The old guard remains intact. You can take that any way you want. You can be sour about it. You can celebrate it. But the fact is, it is reality. And what a sobering reality it is after a performance, a gutsy performance from Okada, and a really shrewd and malicious performance towards the end from Tanahashi. So, I mean, man, for my first really big New Japan event, the first really big event that me and Ashton are doing for 2015. Hell, I think this is our first official live reactions for 2015, and how huge it was, how monumental it was. I really have no voice left. I didn't bring any water with me or anything for the show tonight, but it was worth it. All the pain I'm probably going to wake up with my throat tomorrow morning is going to be worth it because I'll reflect back on this card with a smile. The Bullet Club broke even. You have Kenny Omega, the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. New IWGP Tag Team Champions in Shibata and Gato. So we've seen title changes tonight. We've seen people retain their titles. Nakamura, and for my money, the match of the night, retained his championship against Ibushi, and in a match that I think will make Ibushi, if he was after being taken seriously after coming from a comedy promotion, he achieved it because that was just such a brilliant matchup. And as I said multiple times, and I'll just say one last time here, I will never forget the names of Shinsuke Nakamura or Kota Ibushi after their outing. And then you want to talk about Okada and Tanahashi. Old guard versus new guard. Me and Ashton may be a bit sour on that ending. We were rooting for Okada. We loved his story. We loved what he was all about. But Tanahashi just simply said, through those frog splashes, through working over that knee, not today, Okada. Not today.
Okay, I haven't been able to find a direct translation of what he said, but apparently he said something to the tune of, Okada, you fought valiantly, but you still have a long way to go before you can be the ace of New Japan.
Wow.
What a douche.
Yeah,
and now he's jumping around in the ring after a hard-fought match like that, doing freaking air guitar.
Yeah, he's really healing it up to me.
He's really John Cena of New Japan, isn't he?
Really, and look at that again. And yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense. At least he collapses. I get that. That's better than anything Cena does.
I am really looking forward to the tiebreaker now, the ultimate rubber match, because you're talking this will be their 8th encounter, and you've got to imagine they'll have one because you don't just leave things at 3-3 and 1. And
wow,
my money is still going to be on Okada. I'm still going to hope that he makes it rain when they step in there together for perhaps, certainly the biggest time. I don't know about final, but certainly the biggest. And hopefully Tanahashi is still wearing that IWGP heavyweight title because I want to see Okada take it from him.
Honestly, dude, I think that Tanahashi's next defense is going to be against AJ.
That's nothing to scoff at either.
I don't think Okada is going to get another rematch unless he wins G1 again this year.
This was his moment.
Honestly, just taking everything into account, knowing how huge of a match they would have 1-on-1, 3-3 and 1, it's the tiebreaker. They might save it for the next Wrestle Kingdom.
Maybe.
They might do Okada versus excuse me. Okada versus Tanahashi 8 at Wrestle Kingdom 10.
And I'm sorry, I just can't help. I mean, I certainly respect both men, but just seeing him do that air guitar, I almost feel a sense of revulsion looking at Tanahashi right now. Maybe because I was just really supportive of Okada, but I just look at that and I think it should be Okada in there. It should be Okada, with tears in his eyes as he's holding that world title up high, and he's still going back to the microphone. He's going to address his people again.
Yeah. I guess he's pretty much just talking about how this is the best crowd and this is the best building and this is the best promotion and that kind of stuff.
I'm just really shaken to my very being when I saw the tears in the eyes of Okada. I mean, Tanahashi beat him clean, sure, so I can't call it highway robbery, but I think it was Okada's to win. Let me put it that way.
It's not like Okada has never been the IWGP heavyweight champion before.
Right.
He's had it before. It's just, it's one of those things where tonight felt different.
Yeah.
And both of the times that Okada has held the title before, he beat Tanahashi for it.
Right.
But it just tonight felt different. Whew, man, I'll tell you what, though, I am exhausted, and I am so happy that we got to record these live reactions because this show is phenomenal. If you have any closing thoughts that you want to get out before we close this baby out, go ahead and say them now, and then I'm gonna send her home.
I'll say this. I mean, not just about the show, which again we've urged everybody throughout the night. Take a second viewing. A for original commentary, and B, I may just go back and watch it again simply for these two matches, especially the semi-main event Nakamura versus Ibushi, which I think you heard me while you were looking up the translation, was my match of the night. I'm sure it was yours as well. And I'll say this, I think as far as Twitwell goes, the idea that our first live reactions of 2015 was a New Japan show and not a WWE show, I
Yeah,
think it just goes to show what Twitwell has in store for you guys in 2015, because we have been broadening our horizons with ROH, with other promotions. And yeah, it just feels really good because WWE isn't, well, I mean, in a way, it's the epicenter of the wrestling world, sure, but it's not the only wrestling promotion. It's not the only association with pro wrestling. So to be able to experience things like this is really quite humbling and truly a privilege. And I love doing these live reactions with Ashton. And I hope there's more of this come 2015 because this was amazing.
yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna close this baby out, and even though I never want to come off this high, I never want to step down from this cloud nine. We do have a Raw Twitwow to do tomorrow night, so hopefully it's more like last week's Raw and less like the 4 months worth of Raws leading up to it.
And let's not forget the biggest thing this week. I mean, aside from on this whole show, which was just glorious, Aztec Warfare, January 7th. Uh,
Absolutely.
Lucha Underground. I mean, I have been thinking about that really quite often as we get closer and closer to it. Who is going to be the very first world champion of Lucha Underground? I mean, big stakes. So we'll see you there. And then, of course, NXT review. I mean, the return of Sami Zayn, which could be a big thing coming between him and Kevin Owens. And, I mean, the tag team championship match, Vaudevillains versus Lucha Dragons. So it's going to be a big week for Twitwell and all of your coverage here. So be sure to join us, guys.
Absolutely. We will see you guys for our Raw Twitwow on Monday night.
Absolutely.